How do?
How do?
Roof load. We're going to be talking about lithium. Yeah. Because she can cackle on, and she tells me not to let her cackle on. She's been on shitloads of meds, bipolar, all different meds, different psychiatrists use different meds and the like, years and years, up and down, settled, not settled, meds stopped working. She's now on lithium. Over to you, girl.
So yeah, I'm on lithium. I only started on it, I've been on it 2.5 weeks. So I'll be honest, I haven't read into it too much because it scares us, all the side effects and stuff like that. But it was quite a big decision because basically the psychiatrist said 30 years your kidneys could just pack up and it could be game over.
What, with lithium?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She said, I have to say that to you. It might not happen because I'm quite robust physically, but you never know because it's really, really heavy on the kidneys.
Okay.
It can cause seizures, put you in a coma, tremors, serious risks. So I was like, do I do it, do I not? And I just thought, oh well.
Okay, so for people, bipolar, they're quite horrendous side effects. For you, why are you going to risk that?
Because I'd rather have 30 years of stability than 50 years of manic episodes every few years and end up getting in trouble with the police and going through hell and feeling suicidal. I'd rather have a shorter life of better quality than a longer life of hell.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you don't know, I might be alright, but I'm not bothered. I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of being manic more than I am of dying. And all the rubbish that comes with it, and the drama and the trauma and the effect it has on other people. So the other thing with it is there's a thing called lithium toxicity. So when you go on it, before you start, you have to have a lot of bloods, not regular bloods. It's to check your thyroid and much more in detail things. So I had them done and they were all okay.
Is that to check your body's working right before you have it? Because
basically,
it is.
And your organs and all that malarkey. I don't really ask too many questions, just like take the blood.
Okay.
And then you need weekly bloods. You need fortnightly bloods after that, monthly bloods. But they have to check the level that the lithium is in your system. So at the minute mine's 0.3. If it went to 0.9, that's lethal, quite dangerous. That's why they have to monitor it so regularly.
How often do you have it? Sorry, take it every day?
So I have to take it 11 o'clock on a night, and I have to take it on the dot because the bloods have to be taken exactly 12 hours after I've taken it.
Really?
Yeah. So I have to take it at 11 and then they come at 11 in the morning to do the bloods. So far, when I first went on it, I had quite a lot of nausea. I imagine a bit like morning sickness, like real waves of feeling really, really sick, but they pass quite quickly and I never was sick.
Yeah.
My stomach was all over the place. I felt very detached and out of it. But I think my psychiatrist said that's it getting into your system and your body being like, whoa, what's this? That's passing now and the stomach stuff's passing now.
Can I ask you, so you're on shitloads of other meds, quetiapine, antipsychotic and that?
I'm not on that anymore.
Okay. Have they stopped any more meds?
I've stopped any benzos now. I'm still on
benzos?
Yeah, I'm still on lamotrigine.
Did you rattle coming off the benzos?
Not really, because I use them PRN, like as and when I needed them.
So you were using it infrequently, you weren't abusing them?
Yeah, because luckily I've never abused benzos. Diazepam doesn't actually help me. So I had lorazepam, temazepam. I've got promethazine now. That's not a benzo. That's a strong antihistamine. Kids can take that for anti-sickness.
What do you take that for?
So
sleep?
If I feel anxious throughout the day or a little bit up a high, I can take it, and for sleep. But I haven't needed it with the lithium.
So you haven't been taking that?
No, I don't.
So that's the first generation antihistamine, isn't it? So antihistamines are really good, non-addictive.
Yeah.
They can help you sleep.
Yeah.
They obviously help with allergies.
Yeah.
But they can be used for other things as well.
You can buy that over the counter. It's called Phenergen. And I would really recommend that if you suffer with anxiety, because that's not like a clinical drug. Do you know what I mean? That's something you could buy to help with hay fever, anxiety and travel sickness. I think it's used in kids.
Yeah, I've taken it.
Yeah.
Probably half a dozen times in the last 2 months to help me sleep.
Yeah.
And to be honest, when it kicks in, it's knocked me out.
Yeah.
I was a
See,
bit
when
wary.
I'm manic, it doesn't.
Well,
It
I was
brings
a,
us down slightly.
I was a bit wary of taking it
Yeah.
because I feel like I've been drinking next day.
Yeah.
However, I'm not used to
Yeah.
taking stuff.
Medication,
So,
yeah.
really, really good drug, yeah.
Yeah, but lithium, so far, it's sometimes difficult to monitor your own mood because then you become like over-conscious of what you're doing and what your thoughts are doing. But I feel the most calm.
Yeah, for me, you've got a lid on it.
Do you see a bit of a difference?
Yeah, the last few times I've met you, even medicated, you know, he's something a bit manic, and you know, might be nervous because you're doing a little video or something, whereas today, very different.
Yeah, which is, it's good for me to hear that, because sometimes I'll say it with people, how do you think I seem? And my mum was seeing a difference as well, and my mum's very honest with us about how she sort of, how I'm coming across.
Yeah.
So far so good. I would say I've had much worse side effects from like sodium valproate and quetiapine. I would never tell anybody what to do or, you know, say get on lithium, because it's different for everyone. But if you haven't found the medication that helps you and you've got bipolar disorder, I really would recommend giving it a try. I would say it's worth the risk. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But you can come off it if it's not right for you. And as time goes on, it might not be right for me, and I might struggle, and you know, I could have a seizure. I could, you know, end up in a coma. You know, you never know with anything. Hopefully not. But like I say, I'd rather get myself right. I'm not like, if I die in 20 years, it's not the end of the world, is it? What will I be? 60?
You know what? While you just said that, I'd like to talk something about medication. You know, about questioning it or whatever. Again, like you said, I won't recommend anybody comes off any medication without seeing a GP or whatever. However, you know, if you've been on a medication, you know, an SSRI, antidepressant for 10 years, and you've been depressed all them 10 years, it might be helping. However, there's no reason, you know, to discuss it with your GP or whatever. But this, a friend was on quite a lot of medication, yeah, a very good friend, heart medication, and one of them meds he was taking, which I was taking, which they stopped, was for my stomach, to protect my stomach, because I was on a lot of meds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some of that as well.
There's a couple of 3 medications.
Meprazole?
I can't remember which one I was on. However, there's a couple of 3 different ones, yeah. So the GP said, I'm going to stop that stomach protecting meds and put you on this stomach protecting med. Yeah? Medication, sorry. Nearly died. He had a massive seizure. Yeah? And when another GP looked at it, the medication he'd changed, that was one of the side effects. He did question the previous GP why he changed the med. Very, very dangerous thing to do.
It is, and sometimes, like once they said to me, just stop with quetiapine tonight, and I was like, when you read up on that, that can kill you as well. And I was rattling. Like, I've never rattled because I've never done drugs like that, but it was what I imagined. I was like sweating. I felt like I had the flu. I was retching.
When you come off it, did you not titrate off it?
What, like reduce?
Yeah.
I was on the lowest dose at that point.
Oh, okay.
But the GP, that consultant should never have said to stop it just like that. Do you know what I mean? It should have been
every other day.
Yeah,
maybe.
every other day, and
every
then
other
reduce.
day. Yeah.
To keep it in your system. But yeah, it is scary, and it's like ex-boyfriends and stuff. Medication isn't good for you. I'll look after you. You don't need those. And I'm like, I do. Like, I need to be medicated probably forever, unfortunately. If I really felt I could cope without medication, I would cope without it. Who wants to be on tablets? They're not good for your system and your body.
No.
But my life will be hell without them.
It's about quality of life, innit? You've already had, you know, quite a bit of trauma and ups and downs and near misses with prison.
And it also means, which is really good news to me, I was like nearly crying when they told us this. Nothing to other people. I went, so will I still get discharged after like a few months of being on lithium? She went, no. She went, you'll have a CPN and consultant for life.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, that's like music to my ears, just to have that safety net. Granted,
that's what it is, innit? It's safety net.
Yeah.
It's knowing that if you need someone, they're there.
Definitely. Granted, CPNs and stuff aren't always the best, but I would say the level of care I've got now is good. my consultant's amazing. Like, she really, she actually cares. She's not just doing a job. To me, she cares about, because she knows everything I've been through, and she's always checking in on us, and she's always like, she gets us, and she draws graphs. She'll like say, so say if I do a mood diary, she'll draw a graph of, she's like, so, and that simplifies it. She's like, so we're going up here, down, and so still bouncing.
Yeah.
And that it was her that said, the only stone unturned is lithium. She went, if I had a family member with bipolar, I would recommend lithium.
See, I like that.
Yeah, because it puts it in some sort of context, and that reassures you, doesn't it?
And then she told you all the negative aspects of it.
She was very honest about it, and she said it's a big decision, because a lot of the nurse who does my bloods, she was like, are you all right then? 'Cause it's a big decision going on lithium.
Yeah.
And I was like, because sometimes I'm like, am I being over dramatic about it? And they're like, no, it's quite a big step to take, but there's also a very good success rate with it. So
it's worth a chance, isn't it?
So they'll probably increase it slightly. That'll be the next thing. But I've never slept like this on no benzos, no zopiclone and stuff like that.
About January, do a 6-month review from where you are now on your lithium.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, I'm going to stop you there now, because I've heard about lithium, and you'll just go off on some other tangent. However, I'd like to say where we're sat now. Where are we?
We're at Rainton Meadows in a place called Joe's Pond. It's like a nature reserve.
So if you're a Geordie, why I man, you're up this neck at woods. Not only is it a beautiful place, there is a butty van, quality. They take cash, they take cards. It's £1 for a tea and a coffee, which is unheard of, and the butties are amazing. Free publicity for them.
You're happy to have found that van than you are to see me, aren't you?
No, I would never say that.
You'd never say it, but you'd think it.
Ruford Lithium. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks for coming.
I'll sit there.
I'll sit there.